suggested that I start with a recap of the royal wedding from this morning. But I think I'll stick to my script. Greetings, St. Francis graduates, students, faculty, parents, administration, siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins, first, twice removed, and otherwise, and to our esteemed guests. Thank you for the distinct honor of allowing me to address you on your graduation day. My name is Mike Pachenik, and I'm a reporter at Channel 2 Action News. And 21 years ago this month, I was sitting exactly where you are. 21 years ago, graduating from high school. A major milestone in your life, marking the end of childhood and the beginning of your transition into adulthood. Sounds pretty serious, doesn't it? So in the spirit and the tried and true fashion of commencement speakers who've come before me, I'm supposed to offer you some sage advice. So consider the source before you heed it, okay? First, and your parents might not like this because it might mean you're on the payroll a little bit longer. Do what you love, and the money will follow. Do what you love, and the money will follow. And work your tail off to make it happen. Number two, nobody owes you anything. You gotta earn it, you gotta work hard. Now, according to my research, very in-depth research that constituted a search of Google, you are among the greatest generation, Generation Z. Who knew? You come right after the millennials. Let's make that Z stand for zealous and not lazy, okay? Third, you gotta find your voice. And I wanna tell you a story about my own experience that I hope will inspire you to overcome whatever obstacles you might find in your way as you continue on your journey. I have a daughter, her name is Julia, she just turned 9. And by the time she was 6 months old, we noticed that she wasn't hitting many of her milestones. So we took her to Children's Health Care, and we were devastated to learn that she had a global developmental delay, likely the result of infantile cerebral palsy. She could barely sit up, let alone crawl or walk. We were shocked and confused as parents, but thankfully we were able to get her intervention and very intensive therapy, and eventually she found her feet and she hasn't stopped running since. But there was another issue. She wasn't talking, and when she did, it kind of sounded like she was babbling. So we took her to the specialist and we got another diagnosis, something called speech apraxia. It's a neuromuscular disorder that prevents the words from escaping her little mouth. She knows what she wants to say, but sometimes the wires get crossed in her brain and won't allow her to say it. And again, as parents, we felt helpless. But again, with the help of intensive therapy and support and her own tenacity, my little girl fought hard, and 6 years after her initial diagnosis, she can express herself pretty well. She's making friends at school, improving each and every day, and she's even mastered the art of talking back to mommy and daddy. She still has a long way to go, but we know that she will get there. I have learned and have drawn inspiration from her setbacks and successes because she is now finding her voice. And just as I am inspired by my daughter and her little brother Joshua, who is 7, your parents are inspired by you every single day. Now, as you move on to the next chapter of your life, as I did 21 years ago, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do in life, what I wanted to study, the profession I wanted to explore. Guess what? That is perfectly okay. I was lucky enough in high school to have an English teacher and a high school guidance counselor who suggested that I might have the skill set to get into broadcasting. I was on the high school speech team, I enjoyed writing, I was kind of a ham. So I decided to apply to journalism school. And as you heard, I went to the University of Missouri, back when they were the Big 12, and not the SEC powerhouse football team that we are today. Sorry about those first couple years. But I began working at the college radio station, and I eventually snagged a part-time job running the audio board and reading the weather reports in between Fresh Air and the Diane Reeves Show at a small community public radio station in my own college town. Most of you probably have no idea who Diane Reeves is. That is okay. I worked as a reporter at the NBC affiliate as part of my curriculum at the University of Missouri. And I soon learned that I really found joy in telling other people's stories and joy in holding powerful people accountable. But I'm going to tell you this, it's never been easy. My first job was in Augusta. I grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago. I had to move hundreds of miles away from my family. I didn't know anybody. And my salary was $19,000 a year. That was about minimum wage, barely. But I was happy, I was fulfilled, and I almost managed to pay my bills. The point is, I didn't need a lot of money to enjoy my life or to feel like I was making a difference in my chosen profession. And I really got used to eating ramen noodles, like really good stuff. 18 years after I first turned on a microphone for the first time as a professional, I'm proud to say that I stuck it out. I kept moving up in my career, and I'm still doing what I love today. It's been a very rewarding career. It's allowed me to interview presidential candidates, feature first ladies, celebrities. I've gotten to be a first-hand witness to history every single day. So I want to leave you with this, because in broadcasting, brevity is king. Whatever you choose to do in your life, strike a balance between living to work and working to live. Got that? Strike a balance between living to work and working to live, and you'll be happy. So I want to congratulate you on this incredible milestone. You should be very proud of yourselves. And now I want you all to take a minute, turn around to your parents and your family and everybody who's here to support you. Go ahead, do it. And I want you to thank them. I want to hear it. And louder than that. Good. Because nobody reaches the pinnacle of success without the help of others, and especially without the help of your family. So good luck, God bless, and Godspeed as you tackle this next chapter in your life. Thank you.